Hey gang, welcome back to Music Made Easy, Piano Without Theory. I'm Ben Bennett and it's great to have you here with me today. You know, one of the things that gets brought up a lot about playing music is how do I do my left hand? My left hand is so hard. Are there exercises that I could do to improve my left hand? What's the secret of being able to put a nice bass into my songs? Well, today I'm going to answer that question for you, so you don't want to miss this. Come back right after this. So with your left hand on the piano, it's not as complicated as you think it might be. A lot of people, as I've done these tutorials, have said it's hard for me to get my left hand and my right hand working together. And I'll give you a tip on how to make that happen in just a second, so don't go away. So here's what I would suggest you start to do with your left hand to make it easier for you to play these songs. If we start with our left hand, and you can just put your left hand on these 5 notes right here and begin to practice your scales. Now, you remember when we did our right hand, it's right? Now, if you do the same thing with your left hand, you'll see it's not quite as easy it is with your right hand. And that's because for most people, the right hand is more dominant when playing the piano. And so you really have to give extra attention to your left hand. So here's what I would like you to do first. Let's start with just these easy, simple runs on your left hand. And what you need to do is practice putting the same amount of pressure on each finger each time. Go slow at first, and then you can go faster. Now you'll notice when I went faster, I didn't get the same amount of pressure on every key. That means I need to practice, right? Hey, as you're watching this tutorial, if you're learning something, please give this video a thumbs up and comment down below what it is that you learned. Guys, this helps the channel more than you know, so I'd appreciate your thumbs up and your comments. Let's get back to the lesson. But you don't have to just stay on these keys. Go up to the next scale. And the next one. And back down to where we started. And if you'll do that, that is the basis of what you need to do to get your left hand, your fingers moving close together and being able to put the same amount of pressure with each finger. Now, here's the next thing that I will tell you how I play the piano with my left hand. So let's say we're going to start with a C chord. And you know that I love octaves, right? Putting my little finger on one C, my thumb on the other C, or an F or a G, it just makes that a full sound. So if we start here with a C, and I just play a C, D, E, G up here on my right hand. That sounds good, right? But it would sound better if we just could fill it in a little bit better, right? A little fuller. So, all I'm doing is using fifths. Now, remember, if you don't remember what a fifth is, I'm going to make this really easy for you. Let's say that we've got this C. What's the note that you should be playing? We'll count down 5 half steps from this top note, okay? So let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is the note that you'd play. And what I like to do is just do a... And when you change chords, now what is it? If we count down 5 half steps, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And if we change the chord again, and we're on a G, what do? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's this D. And so you can do this whole thing and it's just this amazing left-hand piece for you. Now when we put these 4 notes, the C, D, E, and G on our right hand, and you can put whatever pattern feels good to you in that left hand. It's just a motion. And I'll give you a secret. When you're doing your left hand, if your hand is not big enough to reach this whole octave, it's a matter of movement of your wrist from the bottom to the top. So you're moving so that if your little finger can't stay on that bottom note, when you hit this 5th with your first finger, you just kind of raise this and rock and pivot on your pointer finger. You got it? Now, most of the time, I just play with the 5th. You can put another note in there. And that's a good way to practice. I usually don't play songs with that extra note in there, but it is good to practice using 4 of your 5 fingers with your left hand. So first practice tip, use all 5 fingers. Next, go to 4 fingers. And then use your 5th, and it's 3 fingers. So, the secret of the left hand is just making it easy. And when you do this, when you put this together with your right hand, just be smooth. And you'll notice that when I do this, I play left hand notes that walks this up, and then I do the right hand notes. So it really just gives the left hand a chance to shine with these bottom notes before you play the bright melody notes with your right hand. So you'll remember the song that we wrote, A Knight in Shining Armor. So I play the chord, I walk up with the left hand, and then I resolve the chord. So we play a suspension. So if you go back to that song, I'll link that right up here if you'd like to learn how to play those chords together. But if you just let your left hand be the star, and then your right hand can take over the show. And that is the secret to left hand playing. It's not complicated, it's not hard, so don't make it hard. Just practice these simple techniques and you're gonna have it down easier than you ever thought possible. Hey gang, if you haven't subscribed to Music Made Easy yet, click this double B logo right here And here's a couple other videos that I'd really like to watch before you click off and go somewhere else. We've got great content here that'll help you play the piano. Give me a thumbs up and don't forget to comment. See ya, bye.